Hey now, I'm back with another exclusive trading system that incorporates Queen volume to great effect. Just be sure to stick around to the end where I show you how to make this system even better. And if you want to see more content like this, then hit that subscribe button before the market does this to your account. I call this system Queen Volume, and like most trading systems, it can be adapted to Forex, crypto, options, stocks, indices, or any instrument that has significant volume and market participants. This trading strategy utilizes 3 free TradingView indicators. As always, links and settings to all indicators are listed in the description. The first indicator is the Exponential Moving Average, or EMA. I am going to set the length to 200 and color it in white. The 200 EMA will be used to identify the direction of the main trend. The second free TradingView indicator is another EMA. This one will be set to 50 and colored in orange. The 50 Exponential Moving Average will be used for entry triggers. The third study are high volume bars. Inputs and style will be kept at default. This indicator colors the candlesticks on the chart when high volume appears as compared to previous volume levels. A blue solid bar signifies increased bullish volume, and a red solid bar represents increased bearish volume. This study will be used to confirm entry signals. Let's go over entry criteria and review some examples. As always, system rules and details are listed in the description below. This chart is Bitcoin versus the US dollar 1-hour candles. The rules to enter a long on Queen Volume are: first, the 50 EMA in orange to be above the 200 EMA in white. The second rule is for price to touch or go under the 50 EMA. The final rule requires a solid blue candle to touch and close above the 50 EMA. Our rules are met when this candle closes. That is our trigger candle. We place our stop below the previous swing low and target 2 times risk. And after a while, this example hits the target. If you enjoy this content, make sure to click that like button. I have one more long example. The 200 EMA is supporting the 50 EMA. Price touches the 50 EMA in orange. Finally, a solid blue candle touches and closes above the 50 EMA. Everything converges on this candle and it serves as our trigger. The stop is placed at the previous swing low and 1 to 2 is our target. And long example 2 hits the profit target. Now we flip to shorts. This is what I will test for shorts. First, the 50 EMA in orange must be below the 200 EMA in white. The second rule requires price to touch or go below the 50 EMA. The final rule requires a solid red candle to touch and close below the 50 Exponential Moving Average. All of that happens on this candle here. That is our trigger candle. The stop is placed at the previous swing high and target 2 times risk. And short example 1 hits the target. I'm going to show you one more quick example. The 50 EMA is under the 200 EMA. Price closes above the 50 EMA. Finally, there is a solid red candle that touches and closes below the orange EMA. This is our trigger candle. The stop is placed at the previous swing high and the target is 1 to 2. And this example hits the target. I'm going to give you some insightful ideas on how we can improve this system along with a trader's landing score. And now it's time to do what I do. If you enjoy this content, hit the like button. Remember, this is just 100 tests on one instrument. If you are thinking of using this system, please do extensive back and forward testing and be sure to let our community know what you discover. This system can be greatly improved, so stay tuned to find out how. This test was done on Bitcoin versus the US dollar 1-hour candlesticks. It took just over 3 years to find the 100 trades. Most wins in a row came in at 4, and most consecutive losses were 7, which provides for a disconcerting ratio. This dataset provided for a 46% win rate with a subpar 1.7 profit factor. The total gross gain on account came in at a good 76%. The equity curve here starts out and continues to be impulsive during the first half of the test, but the second half seems to be consolidating. I give this system a trader's landing score of 7 because it is an easy to follow system that goes with the current trend and uses volume for confluence. but is clearly not optimized. Remember, the enemy of great is good. I have 6 ideas on how we can improve this system. First, you can filter out many bad signals when you take king price action into account. Here you can see bullish price action, long bullish candles with increasing volume. Then we get a system signal that turns out to be a loss. This signal was clearly avoided. Second, the win rate can be greatly improved by protecting your position. Moving your stop to break even or taking partial profit at 1-to-1 would have saved many trades like this one. Next, there are some changes that you can make to this system to match current market conditions, such as placing more EMAs on the chart to see which EMA the market is currently responding to. The Fibonacci sequence is a good place to start. You can add in higher time frame trend confirmation to ensure you are trading in the direction of the higher time frame. Furthermore, it is always a good idea to zoom out on the chart. Just because one EMA is under another does not mean the market is trending. If you are looking to long, you want to see a nice series of higher highs and lower lows, and the reverse for shorts. Additionally, one of the positive aspects of this system is that it gets you into a trade with a retrace into the 50 EMA. But if the trigger candle is outsized, like this candle here, then you will be getting in late. Filtering out late entries will increase your success rate. Next, there are many volume indicators that you can test, like the time segmented volume indicator I used in a previous system. You can see the high volume bar indicator does not get you into any of these potential setups, but the TSV does. Furthermore, watch for crosses of the EMAs. When the 50 EMA crosses above the 200 EMA, that is called a golden cross and considered very bullish. And the opposite is called a death cross and is very bearish. Pay attention to signals right after these events happen on a chart. If you want to talk to me and interact with our community, in addition to supporting the work I am doing here, you can do so for free by registering for our Circle community, link in the description. And those who pick up a preferred or elite membership will have access to the discussion and education spaces in addition to the TradingView automated scripts and indicators. Thanks for watching and have a great day, because you deserve it.